I've got here my 16-foot duckboat, which if anyone is watching any of my YouTube videos, other YouTube videos, if this is you're watching on there, this is the boat, the same hull and motor and trailer, I guess, that were on my low profile build that I did a few years back. That was before I knew how to weld or anything. And that blind really just sat right flat with the gunnels, and you sat down. It was kind of like, I think it's like Gator Tracks height. It was similar to those, but smaller. The whole thing was a hard aluminum. It was pretty slick. Just the only problem was no one else could shoot out of it very well, and it was definitely only a two-person deal. So one day a few falls ago, I guess, I just kind of got sick of that boat, of that blind, and me and my buddy Peter just ripped the old blind off and threw this thing on in the matter of like a day. I wish I'd have taken a little more time to do a couple things differently, but basically what we did is just made a kind of just an A-frame style. The top is open on it. I have it covered up, and I'll show you kind of what I did there. But basically it's just an A-frame style, or a panel blind style, really. It's straight walls. I enclosed the back a little bit. I ended up raising the front from that a little bit so you can see. This is where I store decoys in here. It's all dirty of cattails and whatnot, but I just keep decoys in this compartment. I can hold about somewhere between 40 and 50 like standard, or like, full-size mallard floaters in there. Reason I'm even making this is because someone asked about the ladder when I had a picture of, or a video of some other stuff on there. It's really nothing too fancy. It's just a little ladder I built. I want my dogs, or any dogs in the boat, to be able to just crawl right in without us having to help them, and they can do it easily. Plus, we can just walk right in no matter how deep the water is. I mean, right now I can just hop right up onto that thing and get in the boat super easy. But it's just made out of basically one inch aluminum tubing. I think I got one section of 1x2 on there as well. So this thing here, what I did, I took some of that blind grass material, put it on PVC, and just made it so these pivot down and out of the way. All right, so we will pick up here where we left off in my garage heater startup. It's about 16 below here today and 40-mile-an-hour winds. So she's running pretty often, but I'm gonna try to make this quick. So that is my rotating panels, which hide awesome. They just pivot out of the way when you're on hunting or sitting there. And this is nothing special. It's just garden fencing with some fabric on it. And then I just put a little hook here, and that folds right out of the way. I make it so it pins up against the edge there, so it stays all the way out of the way. Got another set of those pivoting PVC pieces there for the back person, and then another spot back there to cover up the motor and all that. From the inside here, it's nothing special. Basically I try to hunt two people out of this normally if I can. I sit up in the front here with the dog. Just this little banded blind stool is the perfect height for this pivot, so you can still watch birds and everything. The back person sits on the back bench. That gas can actually sits down out of the way down there. And then I've got a little 25 horse two-stroke Merc on here. The thing just is awesome. Super lightweight. This boat will get me into so many places that my big boat won't. I've used it a ton this year. I'm keeping this thing in the garage right now because I'm going to put a little shelf in this section right here. Just come out just a little bit far enough, just so you can set things like my cameras and gloves and shotgun shells and keep them off the floor. Nothing too fancy, just a quick little aluminum thing. I got a little section back here. That used to be on the old blind where the dog sat, but I closed that off. Now that's where I keep my goose floaters if I take any with, which usually I got about 6 or so. You can see a couple of them hiding back in there, and a little emergency toolkit or whatever. And then this piece right here is just what covers up this dog area. It covers all the way down to like here. So really all it's sticking out is just the dog's head. Works real well. Then up here, I'm in the process of trying to figure out a way to mount some form of a GPS. I got an old Lowrance there from a different fishing boat. And I'm just trying to put that on the back of the boat so when I'm driving I can see where I'm going. And then up here, I just got some more of that blind grass, and I usually have a lot of other cover on that thing when I'm actually hunting. Same with, of course, down here. It's never like that when we're hunting, or usually not. Here's the back. Got that enclosed pretty well. I'm going to work on a way that I can close that back off a little bit more for some of the windier, colder days. But anyways, that's this boat. Pretty simple. It is it's a 1648 Alumacraft with a complete flat bottom and flat front. Pretty basic boat, really. Just has served me well over the years.